everyone. Welcome. My name is Lauren. Thank you for tuning in to West Beach Yoga Online. Today I will be doing another 25-minute flow. This one is full body as well, but maybe not as intense as the other two have been, so a little more stretching. We'll hold the poses a little bit longer, as long as we can for 25 minutes. So today we'll be getting started in an easy seat, so cross-legged seated position. And just bring your hands to your knees, shoulder blades back and down. Keep your spine nice and long. Close down the eyes. And we'll just take a couple minutes to settle into the space. Try and just focus on your body sitting in this spot. Bring your awareness to your body. Just notice how you're feeling, if you have any sore spots. Notice how your mind is feeling. Are you feeling calm, scattered, tired, energetic? Just take note of that. Start to bring your awareness to your breath. Inhale, nice long inhale through the nose, filling the belly, the ribs, the chest. And a nice long exhale. Fully empty the lungs. Trying to make that exhale maybe longer than the inhale. Let's try that 3-part breath another time. Inhale, filling up right to the top, and a nice long exhale. Let's just start to release some tension in the neck, dropping the chin down to the chest. Inhale, rolling your right ear to right shoulder. Exhale to center. Inhale, left ear to left shoulder. And just keep rolling your head back and forth, moving at your own pace with your breath. Maybe taking a pause on one side if you find a sticky spot. And coming back to center. Awesome. Let's just release the shoulder tension a little bit. So just creating circles with your shoulders, bringing them back, and then bring them forward. And now let's start to circle the body, big circles here, any direction or speed that you'd like. Just starting to bring some heat and movement here. And switch direction. And coming to center. Awesome. Okay, let's roll forward onto hands and knees, finding your tabletop position. Hands come under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Inhale, dropping the belly down, lifting the crown of the head and the tailbone. So creating a nice arch in the spine. This is cow pose. On the exhale, tucking the chin and the tailbone, rounding the spine for cat. Really hugging your navel in towards your spine here, pressing the mat away. Inhale to open. Exhale, round. Closing down the eyes here, just start to move at your own pace with your breath. Feeling your spine move like a wave. Taking one more round here, and then pausing when you're done, just at your flat back. We're going to bring our knees a little bit wider. moving into a bit of a moving back bend here. So we're gonna sit the hips back over the heels, reach your arms forward, keeping your gaze slightly forward so we're not totally dropping the head. Inhale to move forward, moving your body out and over your wrists, and then just let your hips drop, extending your legs behind you. So this is gonna be, you're gonna feel a nice bend in the spine here. Inhale, exhale, sit the hips back, reaching forward. Inhale, move forward, let the hips drop. Exhale, sit it back. So again, just moving here at your own pace with your breath. You should feel a nice stretch in the front of the body as well. Awesome, taking one more round here. And then when you're finished, just coming back to your tabletop position. And we'll prepare for our high plank. So stepping the right foot back and then the left. So hands are under the shoulders. You're gonna press them out away, opening up through the shoulder blades. So almost like you're creating a dome shape with the upper back. Really hugging that core in tight. So clear your throat, feel it tighten and keep it there. Sending the heels right back, so engaging the thighs and the glutes. This is how you always want your high plank position to feel. Nice and strong, everything's turned on. Lots of breath here. Even telling yourself that you're strong. I'm strong in this pose. Inhale, on the exhale, pressing the hips up and back, finding your downward facing dog. So you can bring your hands maybe a little wider than your shoulders, maybe turn your hands out a little. This is going to invite your shoulders to open up a little bit, and letting your head just relax through your arms. So you don't have to place it anywhere, just let it dangle. And really sending the hips back. So you're gonna feel that spine lengthen when you do that. And maybe bending the knees a little bit. That's gonna let the hips go back a little more. And then maybe bringing some movement here, bending one knee then the other. So just settling in for a few breaths. Start to bend your knees a lot, bring your gaze forward, and you can tippy toe or hop your feet to the top of the mat. We're slowly going to come up to stand here, one vertebra at a time. Shoulder blades back and down. Let's pause in mountain pose, that place where we feel stable and balanced. So feeling your feet grounded to the mat. Shoulder blades back and down, crown of the head reaching up. Taking a nice deep inhale and a long exhale. Let's start to pair some movement with your breath. Inhale the arms up, gaze is up. Exhale, swan dive down, forward fold. Inhale to flat back, so bringing hands to the shins or the knees, crown of the head reaching forward, spine is flat, pulling back from the hip creases, so feeling a nice stretch in the back of the legs. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up. Palms meet at heart center. Let's do that again. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale to half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale the arms all the way up. Palms meet at heart center. We're going to add on to that a little bit. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Grounding the hands to the mat. Step back to your high plank. Inhale. Exhale. Exhale, come forward on the tippy toes or drop the knees down. Exhale, chaturanga. So bending the elbows, keeping them tucked into the side body. Inhale to cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath here. And bending the knees a lot, looking forward. Walk or hop your feet to the top of the mat. Inhale to flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale the arms all the way up. Palms meet at heart center. Let's do that one more time. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold, planting the hands. Inhale to high plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Option to drop the knees. Inhale to cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath here. And bend your knees a lot. Look forward. Walk or hop your feet to the top of the mat. Inhale to half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale the arms all the way up. Palms meet at heart center. So just feeling a little more heat in the body. Perhaps your breath has quickened a little, your heart rate's up a little. So we're ready to move a little bit more. Coming to the top of the mat. Stepping your left foot back wide, about a leg's length. Your right toes facing the short side of the mat. Your left foot's turned in. Your right heel's aligned with the arch of the back foot. So preparing for triangle. Reaching and stretching the arms out. We're going to reach the right hand forward. So left hip goes back. Hinging from the hips, dropping the right hand down. Reaching that left arm up. So your shoulders are stacked. You're creating lots of triangles with your body, hence the name. And you don't need to touch your fingers to the mat. If I try to do that, I come forward like this. You want to try and stay within a two-dimensional space, so almost like there's a pane of glass in front of you and behind you. Your gaze can be down or forward or up, whatever feels good for your neck. Inhale and exhale here. Just be with the pose, be with your breath. One more breath here. Looking down, we're going to inhale the arms up, keeping them stretched out, bending into that front knee, maybe widening, heel toe that back foot a little bit wider, coming into warrior two. So sinking nice and deep in that front knee. Arms are strong, gaze over front fingertips. You're going to flip the palms, sweep the right arm up and back, reverse your warrior. Feeling a nice stretch in the side body, keeping that knee nice and deep. Maybe binding, grabbing the front of your thigh or wrapping around your waist. Windmill the arms, gently placing right elbow to right knee, extending that left arm alongside the ear, extended side angle. Option to extend both arms, turning on the obliques here, or reach that right arm all the way down, touching the mat. Lots of breath. Inhale to come up, reaching the arms up, straightening that right leg, turning all 10 toes to face the long side of the mat. I'm going to turn the toes out, so your toes are facing the corners of the mat. Inhale, exhale, drawing the hands down the center of the body, bending the knees, coming into a variation of goddess pose, goddess squat. So we're going to bring some movement here. Inhale, reach up, straightening the legs. Exhale, draw the hands down, coming into your squat. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bring it down. We'll do one more. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, bring it down. Awesome. Holding here for 3 full breaths. Really squeezing. We're going to relax really soon. Counter this work. One more full breath. And straighten out. Turning the toes, your feet now, so that your toes are pointing slightly inward. You've got a nice wide stance here. Hands come to the hips. Inhale to open up through the chest. Exhale, fold. Maybe pausing halfway at flat back. Maybe taking a little bit more time to come down, widening the legs a little more maybe, and placing your hands down on the mat or on blocks, whatever feels good for you, and slowly relaxing the head and the neck. So coming into a wide leg forward fold here. Lots of deep breaths. If you feel you can widen your feet a little bit, go for it. Placing your left hand right under your face, reach that right arm all the way up, taking a twist here. So feeling a more intense stretch in the left inner thigh. Feels so good, just enjoy this. Replacing that right hand with the left, reaching the left arm up. Awesome, bring it back. Taking one more breath in your fold here. And you might want to heel toe, step your feet in just a couple steps in. If you went really wide, we'll prepare to come up. So again, maybe pausing at flat back and then slowly coming up to stand. Awesome. Turning the left toes to face the short side of the mat. Turning that right foot in. Reaching the left arm forward, right hip goes back this time. Dropping the left hand down, reaching right arm up, coming into triangle. Trikonasana. Should feel a nice stretch in the inner thigh here, a bit of core work. One more full breath cycle, bringing your gaze down to your left foot. Inhale to come up, keeping those arms stretched, bending nice and deep into that left knee. Maybe widening that stance, coming into warrior two. Lots of breath. This is a very strong pose. You want to feel your whole body turned on here, that mind-body connection. Flip your left palm, reach the left arm up and back. Reverse your warrior, sinking nice and deep. Don't let up on that bent knee. Windmill the arms, coming to extended side angle, whatever your version of that is today. Awesome, and we're gonna pivot on the back foot. Hands come down to frame the foot. Stepping back to high plank. Option to take a vinyasa flow here or downward facing dog. Pausing in your downward dog for a few breath cycles. And bend the knees in a lot, look forward, walk or hop your feet to the top of the mat. Pausing in your fold here, bringing your big toes together, heels apart, or you can keep your feet parallel, just bring them nice and close. Slowly starting to bend into the knees, inhale, sweep the arms forward, coming into your chair pose. Bringing all the weight into the heels, so you almost should be able to wiggle your toes. Rib cage is contained. I find bringing my arms up really high creates tension in my shoulders, so I keep my arms forward. So whatever feels good for you. Option to shift forward onto the balls of your feet and lift the heels up. So a little bit of balance here. One more full breath cycle. If your heels are lifted, drop them. Keep that left knee bent. Step the right foot back. Inhale the arms up, coming into a high lunge. Left hand comes to the hip. Reach the right arm over to the left. Sneaking in A nice stretch in the front of the right hip here, side body. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, hands come down to frame the foot. Dropping that back knee down. Inhale the arms up, finding your low lunge. On the exhale, leading with the hips, moving the hips forward a little more. Trying not to arch through the low back. Hands come down to frame the foot, grounding through that right hand, reaching the left arm up, maybe coming to the balls of the back foot and lifting that back knee, whatever feels good for you. Dropping the left hand down, stepping the left foot back to meet the right, finding your high plank. Again, option to take a flow or downward facing dog. Letting your breath slow a little bit here. Preparing for the next side. Yes, we have to do it again. Bending the knees a lot, looking forward. Walk or hop your feet to the top of the mat. Feet come close together, bending through the knees. Inhale, sweep the arms forward, coming into chair pose. So you already know what this pose feels like. So let's push it a little more, sink a little deeper, and just play with that idea. If you never try, you'll never know. I always say that to my kids. Option to shift the weight forward, coming onto the balls of the feet, lifting those heels, working the calves, the core, the thighs, quads, butt, everything's working. Lots of breath. Dropping those heels, keeping the right knee bent. Step the left foot back, inhale the arms up, crescent lunge. Right hand comes to the hip, inhale the left arm up, exhale, reach it over to the right. Staying nice and low in that lunge. Inhale both arms up, exhale, hands come down to frame the foot, dropping that back knee down, inhale the arms up, exhale, leading with the hips, sinking deeper. Hands come down to frame the foot, grounding through that left palm. Inhale, reaching the right arm up, easy twist. Option to lift that back knee. Hands come down to frame the foot, stepping back to high plank. Option to take a flow or downward facing dog. Taking one more full breath in your downward dog. We have made it to the end where we're going to cool it down a little bit. So dropping your knees wide to the outer edges of the mat. Sit your hips back over your heels, reaching the arms forward, coming into child's pose. Dropping the forehead down onto the mat, just feeling your breath slow a little bit here. Awesome, just sitting your hips over to one side of your feet, swing your legs around, coming down onto your back. You can make it nice and slow if you want, just a little extra core work here. Reaching the arms forward, spine is nice and long, and slowly come down, one vertebra at a time. Why not sneak in some extra core work, right? Open the arms up in a T. Bring your feet wide to the outer edges of the mat, knees are bent. And we'll just windshield wiper the legs a little bit. So bringing just a gentle twist to your spine. Breathing as you go. I love this, it's like a massage for the spine. It feels so good. Awesome. And then find your version of your Shavasana or corpse pose. So that can be lying flat on your back, legs extended forward, arms down along the sides. You can bring the bottoms of the feet together, let your knees open. You can put blocks under your knees or pillows under your knees, whatever feels good. And we'll just let all that work that you just did, staying focused in your breath, in your practice, let it all come together. Keeping your awareness on your breath, just keeping it simple for a few more minutes. As always, you are welcome to stay in your Shavasana for as long as you'd like. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. Namaste. Have a great day, everyone.